Good Tuesday morning and welcome inside the 977 The Bolt Studios. It's time for yet another edition of the Your Care Mission radio show presented by the Humboldt County Memorial Hospital. My name is Nathan Bleckel. I will host the program this morning. I have with me Amanda Toole, dietitian at the hospital. Good morning, Amanda. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. It's a gorgeous March Tuesday. All right, so we have a lot to get through today, a big segment here. You're the dietitian. March is, I believe it is National Nutrition Month. Is that correct?
That is.
Oh, my goodness. It is. So what does that all entail?
Well, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics puts out a new theme every year to kind of focus on for the month. This year, it's Go Further with Your Food. So the focus is on reducing food waste, because when we're tossing food, we're also wasting money and throwing away nutrients our body needs. A common concern that I hear as a registered dietitian is that eating healthy is too expensive.
Right.
So I have some tips today to reduce food waste, which also helps reduce your grocery bill.
Yes.
So we're going to make eating healthier on a budget a little bit more realistic for you and your lifestyle. So we're going to plan meals on a weekly or monthly basis. Focus on the food you have already in your pantry and fridge. Look up recipes that uses those ingredients, or if you have a favorite recipe, you can always adapt that to make the ingredients that you have work in it. Not only will this help clean out your pantry, but it will save you money by using the items you have before they expire. So you're going to be reducing food waste. And you'll have less to buy at the grocery store. So again, lower grocery bill with that. Some people like to keep an inventory list of either their canned goods in their pantry or food in their freezer, especially if they can't see everything that they have all at one glance. Makes it a little easier to know what you have on hand and what you have available to use.
So before we go on any further, I have some questions now.
Okay.
It sounds all good and well to do this. I've tried it before. I've tried to do the menu thing. But when you live by yourself like me, and I'm 24, I find it very hard cooking for one. Now, that's probably something that you deal with, too, for people who need tips cooking for one. How do you do it and stay healthy? I mean, because I'm always afraid that if I buy things to cook things, I don't end up using them at all because I'm just one mouth to feed.
Exactly.
So how do you try to balance that, I guess?
Well, one tip is to kind of scale back your recipes if possible.
Okay.
So some recipes you can even cut in half. So instead of making 4 servings, it will only make 2 servings.
Okay.
Another tip is even using your freezer. So if you make your full 9x13 casserole,
freeze it.
Okay. Put it in individual Glad or Tupperware containers. Throw it in the freezer, so then you can just only take out one meal at a time.
I should try that. That's good. That also takes a lot of work.
It does. You do have to be a little bit organized to make sure you got all the steps prepared.
Those who know me probably know that I'm not the most organized in the kitchen or just in life in general. Anyways, go on. You have a lot of great stuff here.
So kind of along those same lines of reducing food waste. So another common example of that is when you have even a family of 4 and you make that larger recipe, so 8 to 10 servings, say it makes, but you only eat part of it and then people don't like to eat leftovers or life gets busy so you don't eat it, so you end up tossing it. So very common example, again, of how you're wasting food but then also wasting money. So to kind of put that in perspective, if the recipe that family ended up making costed us $1.19 a serving and it made 9 servings, we're going to say that family of 4 ate 5 servings, so then that left 4 to be tossed. So they just threw away $4.76 worth of food. Okay. So to put that in perspective of kind of making healthy eating fit your budget, they could have made less of that recipe and used that close to $5 to buy maybe a couple loaves of whole wheat bread or a couple gallons of low-fat milk or a couple pounds of lean meat. So could have used it for other healthier additions to their meal. So again, similar, try if you can reducing that recipe so it doesn't make as much or use your freezer for leftovers. So on a busy night, you have a meal ready to pull out. Or take those leftovers and make it into something else.
Yes.
Yeah, especially when it's a simple meat. I mean, that's so easy to turn into a couple more meals during the week.
Absolutely.
So when you're at the grocery store, pay special attention to buying only the amount of food that can be eaten or frozen within a few days. So you don't end up with that bag of spoiled lettuce that you never got to in your fridge.
That's every day for me.
Yeah.
The lettuce, the bags of lettuce or salad that I buy that I don't eat. Mm-hmm. My fridge gets a little overwhelmed with that.
Well, and that's pretty common. We see those deals. We know we need to eat our fruits and veggies.
Right.
So we have these grand plans. So we buy them all, and then it just sits in our fridge.
Right.
So when you go to the store, you make your list. Be really realistic of what you actually will eat throughout the week. You know, I love it when people are excited about eating their fruits and veggies.
Right.
But if it's just going to sit in your fridge, then, you know, skip it. Alternatives would even be looking at canned or frozen produce. Especially frozen, you can just cook the amount that you need. The rest goes in the freezer. Just as healthy as fresh, and they can be less expensive as well. So then when you're home and you're unpacking your groceries, you also want to make sure you're storing food properly to get the longest shelf life of it that you can. So things that need to be refrigerated, make sure they get in there. Things that are left out on the counter, make sure that they're kind of safe. Just, again, things don't go spoil quicker than when you'd use them. So then when you get to your mealtime, then you sit down to eat, be really mindful of your portion sizes, which is hard for everybody.
Yes.
But eating and drinking the amount that's right for you, this also in turn helps reduce food waste, and it also can help reduce food costs. If we're kind of doubling up, especially on meat portions, which is a higher cost item at our meal, that's going to drive that grocery bill up as well. In addition to possibly adding on some extra weight or those type of things to yourself. So being mindful of that. So then that does kind of lead me, if you do have more questions on how much should I be eating at a meal or other tips of, you know, I really need help with this menu planning thing, I am happy to meet with you. I work with clients out at the hospital on an outpatient basis. Variety of topics, most popular being weight loss and just kind of eating an overall healthy diet. So we work together one-on-one to develop an individualized meal plan and set realistic goals to help make eating healthy part of your lifestyle. So not just kind of a fad 30-day diet type of thing. My goal is to provide you the tools to eat a healthy diet while not compromising taste or nutrition. So if you want more information or want to set up an appointment with me, contact me at Humboldt County Memorial Hospital, and my line there is 332-7608.
Awesome. All the best from Amanda. She's really top-notch when it comes to this type of stuff, and obviously that's what she's good at out there. So make sure to give her a call. Once again, that's 332-7608. We'll come back after the break and detail some community events coming up at the hospital. But once again, great stuff from Amanda this morning. Stay with us on the Your Care Mission Radio Show.
What comes to mind when you see February on the calendar? Maybe chocolate candy hearts, red bouquets of flowers, or homemade heart-shaped valentines? At Humboldt County Memorial Hospital, we take matters of the heart seriously all year round. Heart disease is still the leading cause of death for men and women. To prevent heart disease and increase awareness of its effects, HCMH is proudly participating in American Heart Month. Prevention and control of risk factors is key. At HCMH, we provide a wide variety of services to help you prevent, diagnose, and control heart disease. From having your cholesterol checked in our friendly laboratory to an echocardiogram of your heart done in our skilled radiology department, an EKG performed in our efficient emergency room, an appointment with your cardiologist in our bustling outpatient clinic, a blood pressure check with the resourceful girls at Public Health, a meeting with our expert dietitian, or enrollment in our cardiac rehab after a heart event with our compassionate cardiopulmonary staff. At HCMH, we provide a full spectrum of quality heart care right here in Humboldt. From the bottom of all of our hearts here at Humboldt County Memorial Hospital, we wish you a happy and healthy Heart Month.
Welcome back inside the 977 The Bolt Studio. Your Care Mission Radio Show presented by Humboldt County Memorial Hospital rolls on a Tuesday morning. Back with Amanda Toole, dietitian at the hospital, and she's going to detail some community events coming up, including the Heart and Stroke Check.
Yeah, so that is going to be at Humboldt County Memorial Hospital on Monday, March 26th. We have 4 different screens that will be available. So the stroke screen, we will have, the cost is $35. We have the abdominal aortic aneurysm screen, also $35. Peripheral vascular disease screen, which is $35, and then the osteoporosis screen is $25. If you do want to do all 4 screens, you save a little bit of money. Total cost is going to be $115 for all 4 of them together. Please note, no Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance will be accepted. To schedule an appointment, call Trinity Health Partners at 515-574-6505.
Awesome. So that's coming up here in just a couple of weeks. And also the Mission Slim Possible. We have some results in for that through the early parts of it.
We do. So again, this Mission Slim Possible is a wellness challenge that's going on within the community. We have a total of 12 businesses that are involved with it, and over 350 participants. So far, that total group has lost 1,353 pounds.
Holy cow.
And that's just for the month of January. So we're finishing up the February details, getting all that data in, and then the challenge continues through the end of March. So again, for January, I have those results since February's isn't all in yet. So right now in first place, we have Twin Rivers Elementary with 20 points.
Nice.
Sands Construction with 10 points. Humboldt Schools and Avens Marty Kern are tied for third with 5 points each.
Wow, so cool. Lots of weight being lost. It's always great to see. Over 1,300 pounds lost in just January. So people are getting after it, and that's awesome to see. That's a great initiative from the hospital. Really cool to see how that has played out here. Well, anything else for us this morning, Amanda?
I think that's it.
All right. You can listen back to this on our website, 977thebolt.com, for all those great healthy eating tips from Amanda in our first segment. Really great stuff. And once again, if you want to give her a call, you can contact her at the hospital, 332-7608. She'll help you get that nutritional value up, save some money on your grocery budget. Maybe I should give her a call. Geez. But that will do it for another edition of the Your Care Mission Radio Show presented by Humboldt County Memorial Hospital. Same time next Tuesday right here on The Bolt. Have a great morning, Amanda.
Thanks, you too.